First one is going to be between Schwimmbutz and Kola. Uh, it's going to be hopefully a pretty good series. Uh, I know I personally trained with Kola for a while for this tournament, and although I am out, he is still in, and I hope he can do pretty well in this. So I'm gonna get the game started, and let's see how it goes. Make everything visible. Alright, wow, they are very close in this first map. So again, this is the first round. So this is Arabia. Uh, it looks like we're going to have Kola scouting with some deer. We're going to we're going to see also same thing from Schwimmbutz. We got some deer scouting. Schwimmbutz is going to find some deer very close to him, or some sheep very close to him, and hopefully he'll find these as well. Meanwhile, we've got Kola's sheep still waiting to be found here and here. Both have decently wallable maps, though I would argue that perhaps... no, they both have reasonably open maps right near each other. So this is going to be very interesting. I know that so far, some of the things that I've personally struggled with, as well as many other people that I've seen, something they struggle with is early aggression, and with maps this hard to wall off, we might see some early aggression paying off. Okay, so I'm not entirely liking Cola's Ville here on the wood, chopping the straggler tree. I think that's a little unnecessary, but oh well. As far as positioning, I might have actually put this lumber camp over here, but he is going 4 on wood, so we might see some archer play here. We do have Kola as the Britons and Schwimmbutz as the Vikings. Schwim is also going for 4 on wood, and both have yet to pull their first boar, though Kola appears to be trying. It looks like he just lost his. Okay, hopefully he does not lose this villager. He does not have loom yet. Alright, we see a masterful boar pull there. He only lost a little bit of health on one Ville. That was excellent. We're going to see Schwim also pulling his boar very well. Also lost only 1 hit on his villager. We're looking at two very good boar pulls right here. I do like this house positioning. I would say maybe he could have extended it up here and taken the walls a little bit farther to grab this gold, but it looks like he might just wall diagonally and then again there. But ultimately not bad. We see Kola already beginning to wall. Let's check out his walls here. I'm not sure I like that as much. Understandably, he has not a great map. But these berries are going to be collected very, very quickly, and that is going to cause him some serious issues with holds later on. But he is walling early, so it might not be as bad as we might think. So he's got currently 4 on berries. Not bad. He's pulling his second boar. Is Schwim doing the same? Schwim is also pulling his second boar virtually at the same time. We are going to see Kola having a 2 Ville lead already, which means that Schwim has had some idle time. That is not good for Schwim. He almost lost a villager there. Actually, almost lost a second villager as well. Wow. Maybe that's why. Maybe he lost a Ville and we didn't see it. Again, keeping that 2 Ville lead. Now we're seeing a barracks from Kola. Are we going to see a drush? I think we're going to see a drush, and that's just because like I said, I trained with Kola a little bit, and he was working on drushes for this. So we may just see, coming fairly soon, some militiamen. Right about now. Militiamen. Militiamen. Okay, we're not going to see militiamen right now. That's okay. All right, we're seeing a little bit of walling coming from Schwimm right here. That's not bad positioning. Just covering that hole. I imagine he'll go there. I don't see any walling on this side. A little bit of idle time for his villagers here. He might be too focused on walling. Or just bringing the goats over. Meanwhile, Kola's entire front and left side have been walled. Still no militiamen. It looks like he's waiting to go up to feudal, which is fine. He may be looking to do... oh, he's grabbing loom right now. So definitely no militiamen. There will be no militiamen from this. Oh, no, he does have one going to gold. So if you are going to do some sort of Dark Age rush, and you need the extra 10 gold for 3 militiamen after you've gotten loom, it's usually suggested that you just send the villager to the gold. He'll collect his 10 and go back, and then you can put him on something more useful until you can actually use gold. That does not appear to be what they're going to, what Kola is going to do. He appears to be continuing to collect his deer. These 4 villas are going to collect wood, presumably so he can build an archery range. Yep, he's walling as best he can. This map is not great for his walls. I will give him that. We are now seeing a barracks for the Vikings, and they are both neck and neck on the way to feudal age. We have Kola going at 22 pop and Schwimm going at 21. But Schwimm is going up a little bit faster. I imagine we will see quite a bit of feudal pressure from both of them. I don't like this wall. I don't like him walling here. I would have preferred seeing walls just honestly to the edge of this map. I guess this is okay, but at the same time, you're going to need the same amount of wall to here, and then just protect this a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal. Now let's see, we should see an immediate archery range. We do have militiamen coming for Kola. We do not see any for Schwimm. However, I imagine soon we will see some archery. Yep, here's an archery range. Here's a second archery range for Schwimm. If he gets these both up before Kola's men-at-arms rush hits, this is going to be bad. Schwimm is also getting double bit axe, which I have not seen Kola grab yet. That could be very, very important. All right, Kola's grabbing double bit axe and men-at-arms, but he's yet to move his drush. They're just sitting here. How's his scouting looking? There's Schwimm. And here's Kola. Kola hasn't even scouted out his opponent's base yet. That's not going to end well. That is not going to end well for Kola. He needed to have been moving this scout around because Schwimm is full walled on this side, the side that he went to. But on this side, you have this big, wide open gap. And now, Schwimm is producing archers. Kola is walking around with his men-at-arms. It looks like there was a hole over here that Schwimm missed when he went through. So that might not... You can pretty much disregard what I just said. But that's only because there just happens to be a hole. Maybe even a bugged map. I don't know. But Schwimm definitely should have checked that when he went to wall. This men-at-arms rush will do a little bit of damage. But Schwimm has archers. We should be seeing them fairly soon. He's got at least 3 archers. Kola's going to get a couple of Vil picks here, which is surprising. That's going to even out the Vils. He better be careful. Oh, this is not good. Oh, Schwimm boy, just garrison. You didn't have to lose those Vils. Okay, Kola, you got to run. You got to run, buddy. He's got 5 archers. He might have just said fuck it at this point, honestly. Yep. Either Kola wasn't paying attention or he just said fuck that. Because he just let his entire feudal pressure die. He does still have a scout in the enemy's base, but now his scout is trapped here. He definitely disrupted the economy for Schwimmbutz for a couple seconds. And he managed to gain a villager lead as well. Okay, now he's producing archers. See, at this point, that's all he can do. I mean, we're seeing, what, 6 archers? 5 archers, plus 2 more from Schwimmbutz coming. How many do we have from Kola? We have 5 archers maybe, and they're a little bit scattered. But so are the ones from Schwimmbutz. Okay, this might be a match. We're seeing a spearman here for Kola, an injured spearman. And now we're seeing some skirmishers. Alright. Kola recognized that he was going to be facing some archers, and he created some skirmishers. Now, this may not be enough skirmishers to deal with the archers here, especially if Kola doesn't use them to fight. What are you doing? No, turn and fight! Turn and fight! Oh, my friend. Oh, you just lost your skirms without even damaging your opponents. Oh man, and then you still got your scout. You could probably be using this to harass his woodline or at least distract him over here, because Schwimm has now got several little archers here. And we are not seeing any more production. But we are seeing equally large armies, it looks like. I wouldn't have sent the spearman out there. He might be using it to draw fire. But there's a large amount of skirmishers here for Kola, and Schwimm's archers are in trouble. If he sent his... Okay, well, the spearman dies immediately. That was a waste. And he lost his archers, too, his major damage dealers. And now he's retreating with the skirms. Kola! Kola, where are you going? You can take them! You can take these archers! You can take them! Kola has a 7 villager lead right now at 18 minutes in. Though neither has gone up to Castle Age yet. Kola's sitting heavy on gold. What do we got Schwimm looking like? Schwimm also sitting heavy on gold, but he's at least got the woods. Schwimm is housed, though. Schwimm is housed. He needs to start building some houses. Alright, he's better now. But despite the Vill lead, Schwimm's got the better score. We're seeing plenty of archer production. Honestly, Schwimm needs to be producing some skirms to counter Kola's skirms, because Kola's got... How many skirms you got, Kola? Kola's got a shitload of skirms. 3 archers and 9 skirms. That's enough to deal with anything that Schwimm has, especially if he hits them all right here. Kola! Kola! Attack! Attack the archers! There you go. Oh, man. Man, that took him a little while. And now he's running away. You gotta go take those archers. Okay, he's gonna attack some houses, but... and Schwimm walled in his scout. I mean, that's kind of a you weren't paying attention thing. I actually had that happen to me in one of my games as well. Okay, Kola, stop attacking the gate. Kola, you gotta attack the archers. You gotta attack the villagers. You gotta attack people, not buildings. And we're seeing Schwimm is now also... See, Schwimm could easily move up to here and start hitting Kola. Yep, we're gonna see that right now. Yep, and Kola's just not paying attention. Kola's trying his best to break through here, but Schwimm has already walled it. And Kola's doing nothing. Schwimm is about to get into his base over here. Kola is going to try to put up a watchtower in time. But that's not going to do any good if Schwimm simply moves his things over here. Schwimm is also on 15% on the way to Castle Age. Oh, no. Kola man. Alright, Kola's skirms and a couple of archers are in the enemy economy, but there's scouts right here. They're going to probably clean up... Oh, no, they're not going to clean up the skirms. There are too many skirms, as well as archers. But he's now fighting under a tower. He's going to clean up the archers here. But he's going to lose so many of his skirms and archers, because he's sitting underneath this tower. And we're seeing some aggression here. And here. And Schwimm is making the same exact mistake that Kola just made here. He's fighting under a tower. Kola, you're just sitting here with these skirms. There's archers over here that you could be killing. There's wood lines you could be disrupting. There's farms that you could be attacking. You have a 4-villager lead still. Produce! You're going up to Castle Age. That's cool. Your opponent is upgrading his scouts. Which are, again, I don't know if this is misclicks or if Kola's just not paying attention. But this is just bad. This is just bad for Kola. He's going to lose all of his skirms to these upgraded scouts. Schwimm is going to upgrade to crossbows. And Kola just isn't going to have the skirms he needs. He might be able to take out these archers, but if they hit crossbow before he hits Castle Age and upgrades to elite skirm, see, Schwimm's making a mistake here by not attacking this villager that's preventing his wall from going in. But also, if they keep attacking this wall, that house isn't going to matter. They could slip in. They could attack this wall. We are not seeing Bodkin Arrow from Schwimm. That is what I would get next if I were Schwimm, is Bodkin Arrow. Probably not Bowsaw right away, but definitely Bodkin Arrow. We are seeing a second TC for Schwimm, not a third. For Kola, we are seeing he's getting his elite skirm, and he's also getting padded archers armor. So I guess he's trying to give his skirms a better chance against the enemy crossbowmen, but he's already got enough skirms to deal with this small amount of crossbowmen. Okay, we're seeing Bodkin Arrow from Schwimm now. Kola, you need to get Bodkin Arrow too. Bodkin Arrow is much more important than your armor. You don't want to get archer armor before you get Bodkin Arrow. We're also finally seeing a second TC from Kola, but we're not seeing a third. I will just take a second to kind of bitch about this wall here. So I don't like this wall, and partially because it doesn't allow you to gain access to like this entire part of the wood line, but also because if you had just put it here to here, or even here to here, you would have the same amount of wall basically, but you would have so much more wood available, and Schwimm couldn't just put archers here and take out your entire wood line. You've saved it now that this town center, but if Schwimm had scouted this in Feudal Age, he could have taken out a lot of your wood line there. Kola is producing knights now. It's his prerogative. We also see knights coming from Schwimm, and they're going to do some major damage against these skirms, but Kola's knights are coming in. Alright, we're going to see some knight fighting, and hopefully the skirms can take out these crossbowmen. The horsemen are definitely going to be taken. Oh, he's going to send his knights right against the crossbowmen. I don't believe Kola has gotten any of the armor for his knights yet, though. That could be a problem. We've got 3 TCs coming from Schwimm, and we can see that he's regained the villager lead. Though that is slightly offset by the fact that he does have idle vills. But I also know that Schwimm has more upgrades. Kola's getting husbandry, but he needs to be getting armor. So if I have a major suggestion for Kola, it's make sure you get your armor priority in order, because if you don't have your armor priority in order, you're gonna spec your troops for the wrong thing. Also, you know, make sure you pay attention to where your units are and what's attacking them. But archers, you typically want your attack upgrades first. You know, fletching, bodkin arrow, bracer. With any kind of cavalry, any kind of infantry, you want to get your armor upgrades first, and then get your attack upgrades when you can afford it later. We're seeing some spearmen from Kola now. Are we seeing anything like that from Schwimm? We are seeing Castle Age armor upgrade, chain barding armor for his knights. See, this is what Kola needs to be researching instead of getting pikemen. I mean, the knights might just... Okay, Kola is bringing in backup knights and some spearmen. So, I won't say the spearmen are useless, but he at the very least needs to upgrade them. It's really his knights doing work at this point, but his knights are significantly less armored than Schwimm's. And Kola, you really need to press the attack here. You've got to press the attack. Right now we just see both of them booming a little bit. Kola has regained the villager lead by a significant amount. But he's got all this army here, so now he needs to attack. But most importantly, he needs to get his upgrades. So if nothing else, Schwimm is getting his upgrades. He's going for monks so he can convert these or maybe grab the relics. He's getting his eco upgrades. He's getting thumb ring, though at this point I don't really know what Schwimm is trying to do. He's kind of all over the place with what he's trying to use. Same with Kola, really. I think they're both trying to diversify a little bit too much. We are seeing now a castle from Schwimm's, a nice defensive castle. We have not yet seen anything of the like from Kola. Does Kola have? Kola has the stone. And he also has plenty of gold. So are we going to see a castle drop? We might see a castle drop from Kola. He is sending several villagers forward. I'd like to see him maybe place like a forward siege workshop before the castle. But you know what, if he's going to castle drop, I would hope he would put it somewhere like right here. Or maybe like right here. Instead he's going to idle and he's going to put it here. I don't like this as much. This is going to leave just the archery ranges in his line of sight. So it's not going to do all that much. It's not keeping him off gold. It's not even really keeping Schwimm off this wood line. He will clean up these archers here, and maybe even the monk. And he's going to get the castle up, but honestly it's a bit of a waste. Soon he'll have enough stone for a secondary castle, but maybe he should instead just spend all of this gold and all of this food on, knights. He could easily buy some food. It looks like he's going to buy some food. He's finally getting Bodkin Arrow and his attack upgrade for his knights, but we're not seeing knight production. He may try to go Imperial Age. Okay, there's the the Forge Siege Workshop. Yeah, I think he's going to try to go Imperial Age, and he doesn't need that right now. No, what Kola needs, Kola's finally getting some of his eco upgrades. He's getting Bosa. But he doesn't need Imperial Age. He needs knights. He needs military. He could win this. He's going to put a second castle here. But again, it's still too far away. Now it's just going to keep him off this gold. You could put a castle down here. Or maybe even, over here and prevent this wood line. And get the same effect as putting this castle right next to your other one. All this is doing is when Schwimm reaches Imperial Age, because he's going to reach Imperial Age right behind you. All that means is that his trebs aren't going to need to move at all when they treb down your castles. I mean, you can get them with overlapping fields of fire by putting it right here. And arguably, this is going to have a better effect. Okay. I mean, we're seeing British longbowmen from Kola. What are we seeing from Schwimm? We're seeing some berserks from Schwimm. That's going to nicely counter the knights from Kola. But Schwimm, I don't believe, has any upgrades for his infantry. We're seeing ballistics coming in for Kola. So that's going to help his skirms and his longbowmen. But again, he's got all of his military attacking buildings. And yeah, the ranges are going to go down, but those ranges can be rebuilt. Schwimm has 800 wood. He can rebuild. Yeah, and that's what he's doing. He's just going to rebuild these ranges. He's already got 2 more back here. What you need to do is send your military in. You've got a decent sized military. Attack him before he hits Imperial. Wipe out some of his vills. He's got a weak spot here. You can hit him down here. You just bring some of your skirmishers down here, and you can wipe out this entire wood line. We're going to see Kola hitting Imp a little bit ahead of Schwimm, And I imagine he's immediately going to make trebs. Yep, we see some trebs coming from Kola. We should see some immediate trebs coming from Schwimm as well. Yep. So, I mean, now it's just coming down to who has more castles and who has more castle production. If Kola loses this, I'd be a little bit surprised. Despite me not agreeing with his castle placement. We're on 3 TCs now. We've got some holes in the wall, but we haven't seen any aggression from Schwimm in a while. We're still taking stone, but with only... Okay, we've got 8 villagers on stone. That's not bad. Plenty of gold. He could be expanding out here with maybe another TC over here. Neither player has made a play for the relics. We see... It looks like Schwimm is going to make a little mini base over here. We're seeing a lumber camp. It looks like he's afraid that these... oh, okay, nice battle over here. Kola has taken out the enemy Treb, which is nice. We are seeing chemistry now from Kola. I think there's better things he could be spending his hard-earned resources on, to be honest. Like military. Okay, there we go. We're seeing some more longbowmen. We're seeing a couple more knights. 7 knights from 1 stable. While he has 2,000 wood. Kola, my man. More stables. More stables. You can get all of those knights out quickly. We also see that Kola now has enough stone for another castle. And again, I would say drop a castle here. Drop a castle here. You know, if you really want, make a defensive castle, but do something with this stone. Okay, we're seeing... Yep, we're seeing a castle here. Again, he's playing it very safe, almost too safe with these castles. Just right on top of each other. But at this point, I don't see a lot that Schwimm can do. He does have a villager lead. But look at that military. We've got almost triple the military for Kola. Now we have over triple the military. And Schwimm just... He's producing rams, but he's got no military to take out the military that Kola has. So his rams are going to be pretty useless. He's making arbs. That's nice. But how does that deal with the crossbowmen? And on top of that, the British longbowmen. You can't outrange those. Not as Vikings. Maybe on the ocean. Maybe if you're on a water map and you're fighting, you know, ships. I mean, this is it. We're going to see some, hopefully more trebs. I don't see any more trebs coming from Kola, but he really needs to be making more trebs. Kola, my man. More trebs. Sell your food. Sell your food for gold. Make more trebs. Oh, and we're seeing the GG called on game 1. Alright, so that's 1 to Kola and 0 to Schwimmbutz. So just real quick, looking at the map, I would argue that Schwimm probably had the better map here. It was much more easily wallable. Kola had this big, wide open section that was arguably not walled the best way, but it didn't matter. He survived long enough to come back with this night push. The skirms and the British longbowmen really did it. Both of them need to work on getting their upgrades faster, but ultimately not a bad game. Took about 46 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Looking at the statistics, it was a little all over the place. We definitely did see Schwimm getting his upgrades faster. And I would argue that that's what allowed him to survive that long. It's that he got his upgrades as quickly as possible. Military, he clearly got outclassed. Economy, pretty even. A little bit in Kola's favor. Ultimately, I think it was definitely Kola's military push and his use of counter units that worked best for him. Frankly, if Schwimm had made like 2 mangonels, he would have flattened Kola's entire army, or in feudal age, or castle age, I guess. Maybe upgraded to onager in in imperial age, and he could have just crushed everything that was sent against him, except for the knights, which, you know, he probably could have taken out with spearmen. As far as economy goes, it was a little it was actually more favorable to Schwimmbutz besides the stone collected. The stone is really where Kola was successful with those 3 castles. Uh, but Kola got out collected on food, out collected on wood, out collected on gold. And we see pretty even population. A little bit of a spike here for Schwimm, but not a bad game. All right, we're gonna go to game 2 on 4 lakes. All right, so this is game 2 of Dark Age Cup round 2 between Kola and Schwimmbutz. And we are seeing that the map is 4 lakes. Both players starting out in opposite corners. And I would argue both kind of got crappy maps to try to wall. They're very wide open in the front. I don't know what's going on with the 4 lakes map generator lately, but this is a very poor map to try to wall. You maybe get some walls in here. Oh, this is just miserable. There's gonna be some long walls if they try to wall up here. So we see Schwimmbutz immediately going to scout out his lakes. He wants to dock that lake, I can tell you that. We are not seeing the same from Kola. Kola is looking for his sheep. He just missed a couple of them here. And his other 2 are here. Schwimm's got some forward sheep over here. That'd be a concern if we were worrying about laming. He's also got some sheep over here. So Kola's my buddy, but a part of me wants to root for Schwimmbutz here, just because he's using my color. I play as green. I gotta at least partially root for green. Okay. We're hopefully going to see an early dock for one or both of them. So with 4 lakes, what you really, really need to do is to control your ponds. Because look at all of this fish. There's 225 fish for all these deep fish, and even 200 on the shore fish. There's so many fish in each lake. If you take advantage of that, you win the game. Unless you're me and you don't make any kind of military, and you have a bad map and get tower rushed, and then you lose Dark Age Cup. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, Kola, don't lose that vill. Alright, pretty decent board pull. We see, it looks like a board pull has already been in. Nope, no board pull yet. Board pull coming from Schwimm. Hopefully he doesn't lose this vill either. Pretty even on vills right now. They're both producing. Both have put their board nicely under the TC. I would argue that Kola's timing was a little bit better. He got most of his sheep down before he did. Meanwhile, Schwimm still has to take his sheep before he can take the boar. But I've not yet seen any docks. We've got 5 on wood. Here we go. Here's a dock coming from Schwimm. Do we have a dock from Kola? We have a villager over here. Idling. There we go. Alright, Kola is also building his dock. And he's actually starting it, despite the idle time, starting it before Schwimm. So once you get that first dog, you don't want to ignore your scout, by the way. At the very least, put him on auto scout. And watch this knight, or scout. Alright, so what we want to see is immediate production of fishing ships. Okay, so we've got fishing ship from Schwimm. What about from Kola? Kola rings his town bell to try to kill the enemy scout. Kola, my boy. Oh, broski. I understand why you would want to do that. But you just idled 9 villagers, buddy. 9 villagers to kill a scout when you could have just used your hotkey to put these 7 in your TC and it would have been fine. Buddy, it hurts me. It hurts me when people ring the town bell for reasons like that. But we are seeing Kola getting some walls. We don't see any fishing ships yet, so this dock is useless. Schwimm, at least, is steadily producing fishing ships. So that is the strategy here. You want to be steadily producing fishing ships. Steadily producing fishing ships. As well as villagers. Alright, now we're seeing some from Kola. We're seeing some fishing ships from Kola. We're hitting about 8 minutes, so pretty soon we want to see them both clicking up. I think Kola's not quite there yet because he's trying to wall his base. But he also hasn't found all of his sheep yet, despite placing the walls here. I need to see his fog of war real quick. What can he see? So Kola has seen his sheep. He just hasn't grabbed them yet. So that could be a problem. But he is making some nice long walls. And he's finally making fishing ships, so I can't complain too much there. Which one of them will hit Dark Age first? We've got Kola with almost 300 food. Schwimm, you've got 600 food. Go up. Go up. Go up. Alright. Alright, he's going to feudal age. Schwimm's going up. What about Kola? Kola's at 300 food still. He's taking his sheep. That's fine. He's already taken his boars. But he hasn't found the rest of his sheep. He hasn't brought his sheep in. He doesn't have enough food to go to feudal. And now he's going to wall them out. Oh. Oh, my friend. Oh, I feel for you, man. I feel for you. Okay, he found his sheep. I think. Did you find your sheep? You're not bringing them in yet. He's sending his villas to berries. But he's still got his sheep right here. Buddy. Alright, we're seeing probably going to be a second dock from Schwimmbutz on his second lake. We're not seeing that for Kola, but Kola is scouting it out. Okay, so again, this map, you need to take at least 2 lakes. And you need to hold 2 lakes. Oh, this isn't good. This is very bad. Schwimmbutz is sending a villager up to attack, or to presumably place a dock on Kola's lake. This could be bad. This could be very bad for Kola. If she gets a dock up right here, a sneaky dock. See, I would argue this house is badly placed, but if she can put a dock up right here, he can make fire ships. Okay, here's definitely a mistake. Okay, he canceled it. So you never want to get horse collar on this map because you don't want to make farms on this map. Fishing ships. All fishing ships. He should be making more. He should have at least 8 to 10 fishing ships here. And he should be making fishing ships here. He should have 8 to 10 fishing ships here. He's going to presumably dock right here. And when he does, he needs to make 2 to 3 fire ships and take out Kola's fishing. You can take out Kola's entire fishing economy. Kola does not even expect this. He's late to feudal age. Probably because he went and walled his entire map. Which is good. But Schwimmbutz has also managed to do that pretty effectively. Though there is a big gaping hole right here that I don't know if Schwimmbutz knows about. If Schwimmbutz doesn't know about this, Kola can exploit that. There's also obviously the hole here that Kola is finding. We've got an Idleville here. We're still not seeing any fishing ships from Schwimmbutz. That's probably because he's going to go for some fire ships up in this corner. Are we going to see fire ships? I don't see any fire ships. We're seeing double bit axe coming in from Kola. And Kola's going to lose his scout here with no actual benefit. I don't know if he attacked or if the scouts just saw him sitting there and attacked him. Okay, so here we are seeing 2 fire ships. And we're now seeing some archers from Schwimm as well. Are we seeing anything from Kola? We are seeing skirms and wheelbarrow coming in from Kola, as well as more fishing ships on the same lake. But if he's making more fishing ships here, he's not going to have anything to defend against the fire galleys. Oh, all of these fishing ships are going to die. All of them. While we're waiting, let's just take a second to talk about civs here. So, Kola here has decided to go as the Berbers. Nothing wrong with Berbers. You know, they have their advantages. Schwimm is going as the Japanese. Schwimm is automatically in an advantage because his fishing ships are that much tougher to kill. These are that much tougher to kill if you'd actually make more of them. He's starting to get some on this end, but he could be making 2 more fishing ships right now. His fishing ships are much harder to kill than Kola's are. Kola's just got normal fishing ships. They both need to watch out for being housed. But this fire ship's about to come out, and Kola's entire food economy is about to die. Oh, he made farms. Oh, buddy, that's 120 wood. That's 120 wood you did not need to spend, buddy. All right, we got 4 archers coming from Schwimm, and we've got seven skirms from Kola. So Kola's doing fine on the army part. He's just producing skirms like no tomorrow. We're seeing more and more archer build up, but he's going to try to go in with 5 archers, 6 archers, and he's going to get his ass kicked here. Kola is making a demo ship now, but it's not going to come in time. His entire food economy just went down the drain, really. It's all going to die. All of this fishing economy is just going to die. So this is the right move. On 4 legs, this is the right move. We're going to see a little bit of aggression over here, but Kola's focused on this. He's not focused over here where his fishing ships are dying, and he's got the explosive. Oh, and it just doesn't do enough. And all of that is going to die, and we see Schwimm going up to Castle Age and buying Horse Collar. There is no need for these farms. All of these farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms. They're 60 wood apiece. 60 wood apiece for each farm. 5 times 6, that's 300 wood. 300 divided by 7, because it's about 75 for a fishing ship. He could have made at least 4 more fishing ships that are much more efficient than these farms, and have the added bonus of not being able to be raided. So Kola lost his entire. I mean, this demolition raft doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter. You can blow up his one. Yeah, you can blow up that fire galley all you want, but that doesn't make you safe. That doesn't make you safe. We're just seeing a replacement fire galley. You've lost this lake right now. You need to take this lake back if you want any chance of winning. Or you need to go dock this lake, Kola. Because you have no food economy. You have 2 vills on farms, and you have all of this here, and your opponent just got to Castle Age. It looks like he's going for cavalry here. Maybe not my choice as a Japanese, but he knows you have a large amount of skirms. So he's going to get bloodlines. He's going to get his upgrades for armor, and I'm presuming he's going to go for some scouts. What he needs to be going for is fishing ships. But I can see why he's doing that. Kola, yeah. Okay, so you've got 5 on stone in feudal age, and you're on your way up to Castle Age, but you have no food economy. You're starting to make farms, but there's a whole other lake. There's a whole big, beautiful lake full of big, beautiful fish. Okay, Schwimm, my boy. Schwimm. You don't need galleys. You don't need them. Just fishing ships are fine. Maybe you want them to fend off the demolition rafts, but you've already won this lake. Make a couple more fire galleys. Finish off his dock, and you're good. And you can make fishing ships. You're already starting. You're already starting to make fishing ships. I mean, honestly, if I were you, I'd use this villager and just make a TC right here. Just cement your control over this area. Make a TC right here. Don't send her back. Make a TC over here too. Cement your control. Maybe even put an outpost like over here in case he tries a sneaky dock on your lake like you did to him. But again, this doesn't matter anymore. You've already killed his entire food eco. Now he's forced to use farms. But again, Kola, dock your other lake. You should have done that to begin with, but now, especially now that you've lost this lake, dock your other lake and Schwimm, go take this lake. You just have this lake sitting here. It's just sitting here. All that food ripe for the taking. Just for a few hundred wood. For a few hundred wood, ripe for the taking. Are we going to see some TCs from Kola? We are seeing a TC from Kola over here. Kola, you might want to put like one right here, maybe, or like maybe one here on the wood line. You're gonna lose this dock, but like you might want something more for defense at this point. I know you have enough for a defensive castle. Hopefully you aren't going for an offensive castle, because these knights are gonna attack your villager. These knights are gonna. Oh no, this is a Fort Siege Workshop. My bad. Oh, this is really bad for Kola. Okay, so Schwimm definitely practiced this map a little bit. Because we're seeing, look at that villager difference. We have a 30 villager difference just because of some fishing ships. Some measly little fishing ships. He's got 8 on this lake. He's got 7 on this lake. Maybe a little low for each lake, but that's okay. How much wood does he have? Schwimm, my boy, you got plenty. More fishing ships. More fishing ships. He's taking this lake from Kola. More fishing ships on this lake. More. I want more. More fishing ships. And, oh, look at you, you beautiful bastard Schwimm. Look at you. Oh, see, this is exactly what you needed to do. You needed to take this lake. Kola, you needed to take this lake, but you're going to lose a bunch of your forces over here because you got in a bad engagement over here. You're going to take down this mangonel before it does any damage, which is nice, but it doesn't matter. How are you going to get... You're already 30 villagers behind. You're 30 villagers behind 27 minutes into the game. You're making a defensive castle. You need to work on your... Kola needs to work on his castle placement, because that should have been like here. Or maybe even up here. Or, you know... It needs to be in a defensive position that works for him. And Schwimm, my boy. Schwimm... You need to make more fishing ships. I want more fishing ships. I want all the fishing ships here. Maybe a couple of fire galleys in case your opponent tries to do anything. But more fishing ships. There we go. I like that. I like that. More fishing ships. More Schwimms. You need more. And you don't need these farms, buddy. Put them on stone. Put these 5 villagers all on stone. Or gold, better yet, gold. Or, you know, your wood line. Fuck it, get more wood. Use them to get more wood so you can get more fishing ships. And you can take all of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful food on the 4 lakes that you control. The map is called 4 Lakes, and you have taken all 4 lakes. That's absolutely what you need to do. These knights might take down your dock, but you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. You're gonna get, you know, you've got 3 other lakes. Okay, these knights are gonna take down this dock. This is a good move from Kola, taking out his opponent's docks, but he needs to do that on the other 2 lakes as well. And meanwhile, Schwimm can just, first of all, he can break in with his own knights, but Schwimm can just redock and make more fishing ships. More fishing ships. That's the motto of this map, is more fishing ships. Especially when you only have 2 on this lake and 2 on this lake. And these fishing ships should probably like leave over here so Kola can't just attack them with knights. Oh boy, we're getting camel archers now for Kola. Kola, you're facing an army of knights. Just go normal camels. You don't need to go fancy camel archers. Fancy, expensive camel archers, just get camels. I mean, that's all you need. He's gonna try. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's quick wall is not gonna work. I think Schwimm thinks it worked, but there's a hole. There's a hole here. All he has to do is run through the hole. All you gotta do is run through the hole. And Kola realizes the hole and gets a quick wall up, but it's not gonna matter because he's got archers behind it. Wow, those knights arrived literally in the nick of time. But I think Schwimm has the advantage in this battle, and we might be seeing a forward castle from Schwimm. We are seeing a forward castle now for Schwimm, as well as chain barding armor for his knights. We're seeing a defensive castle from Kola. It looks like a bit of a panic castle, because that's not necessarily where I would put it. It's where his first castle should have gone. But this castle is not going to range this castle. And Kola's going to try to fight off this the villas on this castle, but it's not going to work. And he still hasn't tried to redock or take out the opponent's fishing villas. I mean, fishing ships. Which Schwimm, buddy, more here. This is good. Redock, more fishing ships. Redock, many more fishing ships. But you've got this big army of knights. Oh, and there's a hole! Oh no! Oh, is Schwimm gonna realize it? Can Schwimm see this? Schwimm, buddy, can you see? You can't see it, but you're going in. Oh no! No, Schwimm, just all you have to do is go a little bit more forward. There's a huge hole. There's a huge hole right there, and Kola had enough time. He had enough time to fix it up. I don't know if it's gonna matter, but you could have done so much immediate damage, buddy. Schwimm, buddy. Oh, you had him. Kola, good move. Solid job, Kola. I mean, ultimately, it's not gonna matter. He's gonna get in eventually, but goddamn, Kola, that was good of you to realize what was happening. Schwimm, you could have had it right there. You can still have it. You can run in. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is it. Kola, don't you dare ring that bell. Kola, we've talked about this. You've paused all of your economy down here because of the knights up here. At least unring it. Nope. Your entire economy is stalled out now. You have no resources left. So when he mops up your forces here, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? These camels were a great idea, but Schwimm's in the Imperial Age now. And yeah, you're dealing with his knights, but you have no economy right now. I mean, you already have, again, 30 less villagers than he does. But you paused them all for a solid minute while you dealt with his forces over here. And these villas are all idle. Buddy. Kola. You prevented this. Oh no, you didn't prevent his escape. You should have trapped him. You could have trapped him. You're gonna clean this up. Oh no, you're not. No, you're not. All you've done is wall your units in with his, and they're going to take their toll. Schwimm is going to kill your units here, because you locked them out. Or maybe not. The camels might actually be effective. But Schwimm's making trebs. Schwimm's already got trebs. He's making more. He's making monks now to counter any of your stuff. He's got arbs. I mean, I can't see how Kola comes back from this. I think this is about the time we go to round 3. Kola's going to try to repair this castle, but I mean, oh, the camel archers. Is Kola sending the camel archers to attack Schwimm? Oh, hang on, we've got some knights down here. Okay, Kola's not going down with a whimper. He's going down with a bang, but oh, and this Vil lets the knights in. This Vil lets the knights in. The knights are in! The knights are in. And the camel archers are not doing much because, you know, why attack the Vils here when pathing and such. Kola's calling the GG. He was hitting Schwimm pretty good, but these knights, I think, made him panic, and the fact that, you know, he had trebs over here and arbs over here. How many arbs did we have? We had 24 arbs. We've got another 4 knights, 2 trebs. We had more trebs on the way, more arbs on the way. I think that was the right call for a GG from Kola. Kola, I know this wasn't your home map, but me and you we're gonna practice some four legs together, because taking that one lake was not enough. Clearly, because you got played, and then not taking the other lake when you could have taken this, or when you lost this lake. You had no food eco. You had to spend all that wood on all these farms, and that's what lost you the game there, bud. Is he Schwimmbutz? Look at that food. I will bet you when I look at the statistics here, the food eco is going to be insane for Schwim and very very low for Kola. So look at that economy. We can already see there's a big difference somewhere, and we know it's in food. Uh, Military was actually fairly even trades. Uh, Obviously, Schwimmbutz ended up with the largest army, and he started knocking down buildings first. But look at that eco difference. Look at that food difference. Look at that wood difference. And the reason he had the wood difference is because he had the food difference. Because he could make more vills. Look at look at this. 86 vills to 61. Granted, Schwimmbutz, you could have gone higher. You could have gone more. I'm glad you went for the relics. You didn't really need them, but I'm glad you went for them. But that economy won Schwimmbutz round two easily. Easily won Schwimmbutz round two. Uh, Kola, if you had taken that second lake, if you had taken after you lost this lake, if you had taken this lake, or if you had just taken this lake in the first place, I think you would have had a better chance. But I think it comes down to a lack of practice on four lakes, and I think that's what a lot of the players that take four lakes as their home maps are kind of counting on. You're throwing a map that not a lot of people are practicing as much on. A lot of people are trying to practice more on like the Arabias, the hideouts. Obviously Arabia. Did I say Arabia twice? I meant Arena the first time. But my point being, they're playing the standard maps, but the players that are picking like Yucatan and Four Lakes have specifically practiced those maps to kind of throw their opponents off, and I think that's what Schwimmbutz did here. He lost the first game, but he came back with a map that he knew very well, and he did his best, and he won the game. So here we go. We're going to game three. It looks like game three first started with a bugged map. I'm just going to load that up because I'm kind of curious whose map was bugged. And all right, so the third map is going to be on Arena, but I kind of want to know what was bugged. Did we have something specific that we're looking for? Kola, did you have anything? Why is this map bugged? I'm not seeing anything that would make this map a bugged map. Did one of them think they didn't have their deer? Or I guess in this case they're llamas, because we have llamas for Schwimmbutz, and we have llamas for Schwimmbutz. We have llamas for Kola. Llamas for Kola. We've got the boars. Boar. Boar. Alright, Kola has paused. I'm wondering... Oh. Oh, wonderful. Alright, so my game is crashing. So... I don't know why, apparently their bugs spread to my computer. So I'm going to reload my, I'm going to reload my thing. Meanwhile, I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I'm actually going to finish up my casting of Kola versus Schwimmbutz, this last game on Arena, and then I'm going to call it a night. So let's get into it real quick. Okay, so this is what we started earlier. It is Kola versus Schwimmbutz. and we are playing the third game of the series. It is 1-1 on Arena. The first game that they tried on Arena was a bugged map. This one does not appear to be bugged. I don't know what made it bugged, but it was bugged. So we're gonna leave it at that. It's pretty standard Arena stuff, so I'm actually gonna speed it up a little bit up until we get to some sort of good part. That just sucks for Kola. He's got all of these sheep on the outside of his base. Well, I guess Schwimmbutz also had sheep on the outside of his base. We're not seeing anything too crazy. Schwimmbutz is trying to push his deer. He's having mixed results. I don't see Kola trying to push his deer, which could be bad for him. He's also not found these sheep. He just found these sheep. Okay. So the sheep have all been found. The boars have been pulled. Nothing too exciting happening just yet. Okay, so Kola has, instead of trying to push his deer and wasting time with that, maybe he's not too good at it. He has decided to mill his deer instead with a second mill. That is going to cost him 100 wood, but it's also going to cost him much less time than Schwimmbutz took with pulling his deer. And you do need those deer for a nice fast castle on this map. So we're seeing some idle time from Kola's vills. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he's waiting for the deer to come closer, or maybe he just forgot about it. But we're not seeing any units from either of them. We're at 25 pop for Schwim and 29 pop for Kola. So Kola is maintaining the villager lead. Once again, most of the games in this series, Kola has maintained a villager lead, especially at first. And they're both on their way up to feudal age. One with 29 pop, the other with 27 pop. I haven't seen any kind of aggression. Which, I mean, it's Arena. You wouldn't expect any aggression. And both are going to go straight to castle, hopefully. Kola is almost there. He's just got to build his buildings. Kola has built his blacksmith, building his market, and he has the resources. He's going straight to castle age. Schwimmbutz is also almost there. He's got the resources. He's going to castle age. All right, so we've got a match here. They have both managed roughly 16, 17-minute castle ages. Kola is grabbing his wood upgrade, which is always good to grab. So is Schwimmbutz. Schwimmbutz is grabbing horse collar in addition to that. I hope Kola remembers to get horse collar, because we are starting to see our Aztec player Schwimmbutz creating Eagle Scouts, and that can never be good. So again, we have Kola as the Vikings, hoping for that economy bonus. And we have our Schwimmbutz as the Aztec player. And he is hopefully, he is going to take control of the relics with these Eagle Scouts. That's exactly what you want to do. He is also upgrading to Eagle Warrior, and I imagine pretty soon, he is making monks. So Schwimmbutz's goal here is going to be immediately take all the relics that he can. He's going to patrol his scouts over the relics. That way, if any monks come out for Kola, they won't do anything. They'll get slaughtered. He's going to focus on the relics closest or farthest from him first, and then he's just going to send his monks to grab them. And that'll be pretty much it. He's grabbing his eco upgrades while Kola is just booming. Kola is just booming, and I don't know if he realizes how dangerous just booming against the Aztec player can be. He's sending forward villagers, but they're being attacked. He's got knights, but that monk just took one of Kola's knights, and that's it. I mean, that's all you need to say. 2 relics down, maybe another 3 to go, and one of them's within easy reach. We've got eagles inside of Kola's base now. I don't know if this will be a very long game, folks. We're seeing more Eagle Warrior production. We're seeing the monks going out and grabbing the relics. And for Kola, we're just seeing knight production and booming. He's on 3 TCs now, which is good. But we're not seeing enough military production to make up for not only losing all of the relics, but we need something that can counter the Eagle Warriors. He needs something. He needs something. He should probably start going down the infantry line, given that he's got berserkers. And maybe start making champions as soon as he reaches imp. But Kola's definitely dedicated to the knights. He's got the 4 knights. He's going to try to go out and presumably do something. 4 knights aren't going to do very much, and in fact, he's just asking for one of them to get stolen again. Those knights are going to take out the monk there, which is going to hurt Schwimmbutz just a little bit. But as someone who's going for Eagle Warrior Monk, it's just not going to be very effective. Though we might be looking. Are we going to see a fort castle? Kola has enough for 2 fort castles. And we are seeing some villagers coming forward, though there is a wolf attacking them. Kola loses another knight to conversion. And might lose another one after that. He is going to lose another knight to conversion. And even save one of his 2 monks. That monk should just grab this relic here and go back to the reliquary there. Oh, maybe he did lose the second monk. That's a shame. Okay, so Kola is going to place a defensive castle first. Maybe then he'll drop another castle. Try to deny either this stone or this gold. This castle doesn't really do much. I would argue putting it up here maybe, because then you still have the stone, you're holding the relic, and you're holding a bit of center map control. Meanwhile, these Eagle Warriors aren't going to do too much. You don't really need the stone mining right now. You're not even really on stone. You got 4 on stone. These Eagle Warriors are just going to get slaughtered by the castle. They don't have their armor upgrades. Okay, so they do have their armor, but they're not doing anything here. There's nothing for them to do. That knight's going to die, but they're... Kola. You don't... I guess you can put it there, but you're not protecting here. You're not protecting here on your gold. Like, I get that you want to produce out of 2 castles. I do. I really do. But, like, spread them out just a little bit. Like, you can still have them have overlapping fields of fire. You can still have them covering each other. But at the very least, put it a little bit more forward. Like, take more map control. That's what you need. Kola's going up to imp. I don't disagree with it, but I don't agree with it either. I think it's way too early to go up to imp. And you don't have the military you need, really, to make going up to imp worth it. So going up to imp, you need to have, at the very least, you need to have map control. And I don't think that's something that Kola has. You see there's a large number of Schwimm's Eagle Warriors massing out here, as well as the 2 stolen knights. We've got 20 military for Schwimmbutz and only 4 for Kola. That is not enough to warrant going up to imp. And I get that if he wants to go for... I really do. I get it if he wants to go for, like, trebs and everything. But look at Schwimm. Schwimm's getting all of his upgrades. Schwimm's getting archers. Schwimm's getting handcart. Schwimm's getting crossbow. Schwimm's getting all, redemption. He's getting all of his upgrades. And he's focusing on producing military. It doesn't matter if you go up to imp and you can't show anything for it. So Schwimmbutz is going up to imp with, 20 military. Not the best. I wouldn't do it. But Kola's just going up with 3 castles. And maybe he'll start producing. He's producing trebs. And he's got a couple of knights on the way. But he doesn't have the resources to make going up to imp worth it yet. And that's a major problem. There are no castles to treb down. The most you're going to do is... anything you could do with trebs right now, you could do with ramps. You could have just built a siege workshop here, rammed down his walls, and flooded him with knights before he got up his Eagle Warrior numbers. Now Schwimm, if he's smart, which maybe not, Schwimm is going to make a defensive castle. Schwimm is going to... he's going to make archers. If Schwimm was going to play this smart, he would make 3 more barracks and just pump out Eagle Warriors. And the second he hits Imperial, he would get freaking the upgrades for his Eagle Warriors, and he'd make them elites, and he'd make them he'd get their +4 attack, and that'd be it. It'd flood, maybe make a couple of siege workshops and a couple of rams, get into his walls, and just destroy this Viking economy. And again, we're pretty even with Vils, and we're catching up with military. There's been no attacks yet, so that's given Kola plenty of time to upgrade to Cavalier and start building up his numbers. And he's doing it well. He's getting chainbard armor, but will it be enough now that we're getting elite Eagle Warrior with Schwimm? And Schwimm is making the barracks. He's making 3 more barracks, just like I said. And he's just going to spam. He's just going to spam Eagle Warriors. And he's going to win. And I bet you that Schwimm makes some more monks. And he just starts taking all of these pretty little Cavalier. Who says that Meso civs don't have cavalry? Okay, and yep, we're seeing the we're seeing the +4 attack upgrade for the Eagle Warriors. They're now elite Eagle Warriors. He's getting conscription. Kola's going to build another castle, but it might be denied by these Eagle Warriors. The Eagle Warriors do not have their armor yet, though. That's a big problem. Oh, he's going to dive in and take the trap. No, okay. I don't know what Schwimm's trying to do at this point. He's just going to let a castle get dropped on him. Schwimm does not have the resources right now for a treb. He could sell some wood, sell some food, but he needs to get some trebs out there. And he's getting a treb, but I mean he's letting Kola drop castle after castle on him. Kola's going all out. Kola's grabbing every technology that he can. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to. We see a major engagement between the Eagles and the many Cavaliers, and I think there's too many Cavaliers. They've destroyed the Eagles. I mean, we see a couple of pikemen from Schwimm, but they're not going to be enough to stop this wave of Cavaliers. I have to wonder, what can Schwimm do at this point? His castles are going down. His trebs are going down for sure. There's so many Cavaliers. The trebs are down. Kola is making more trebs. What can Schwimm do? There's so many Cavaliers. Now there's Berserkers. I mean, yeah, Kola definitely needs some siege, but he's backing off. And he's allowing Schwimm to build up his numbers of pikemen. That's unbelievable. We've got Arbs We got arbs for the Aztec player, and now we're seeing more Eagle Warrior production, and we're just going to see some constant production. Constant. Oh, this isn't good. Nope, he's just going to go with pikemen and arbs, and he's going to take down these trebs. He's going to take down all... Wow, that's a huge reversal. I wouldn't have thought that's what was going to happen, but wow. I don't think Kola's prepared. I don't think Kola's prepared at all for this. I think he's fucked. I legitimately think he's fucked. I'm sorry, Kola, but this isn't that ain't good for you. Now, definitely, you know, don't let him build up more. He's getting Bodkin in Imperial Age. That's kind of funny, but you're just letting him destroy your buildings now. I guess you got some eagles coming in from the south. More castles being built. This is all fine and good. I'm really wondering how this game is going to turn out. Because we've got so many Cavalier, but Kola just isn't producing anything. Does he not have resources? Look at all the resources he's got. Why are you not producing anything? Kola, buddy, guy, spam. Make like 5 stables and spam Cavalier. Why are you focused that much on you're not really doing all that much here. Like, spam the hell out of some Cavaliers. Let's go. Let's go. Kola, really? You're doing heavy Scorpion? I guess for the pikemen, I guess, but like, you've only got 1 siege workshop. Make a couple more, buddy. Make a couple more, and while you're at it, spam Cavalier. We want Cavalier. We want Cavalier. You're letting Schwimmbutz take all the extra golden stone, while you're focusing. Okay, at least you're making berserks now. The berserks aren't going to do that much because he's got archers. But at least you're doing something other than nothing. Like, before you were making scorpions. Like, cool. The scorpions will take care of the pikemen, sure. But like, you gotta make units, buddy. Units. Okay. Here's some siege workshops. Here's some, he realized how slow he's producing his heavy scorps. And he's gonna get like attacked by this wolf, but his castle's watching out for him. He's gonna protect him. How is this gonna go? How can Schwim pull this around? He's got the military, but he needs to stop having the military do nothing. You're just giving Kola time. There's the spam. Now we're getting some more Cavalier. And we're getting plenty of berserks, and we're getting... I want to know how Schwim can pull this off. He's going to send his eagles in, presumably to attack the trebs. Yeah, they're going to get cleaned up pretty easily. Like, that's done. That wasn't even worth it. That just wasted a bunch of eagle warriors. You only sent in 8. You're going to need to send in, like, at least 20 to even bother with that kind of attack. Now, Kola is trebbing down Schwimmbutz trebs. The Scorps are starting to come in. It's going to be really hard for Kola to lose this game. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. Especially because they're fighting under a castle. Okay, the Eagles are coming in again. They're not going to... Okay, they're going to take down a treb. The Eagles are going to take down the beginning army of Scorpions. But the Scorpions have taken out a significant number of pikemen. The only failing I can think is that Aztecs don't get halbs. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's how Kola, or maybe, I mean, if Kola dove in right now with his forces that he probably has a very, very good chance. Yeah, those pikemen go down. What is Schwim doing? What is Schwim producing? Schwim is producing eagles. Schwim's producing a lot of eagles. And and those Eagles are going to dive in. They're going to take down the siege again. Maybe. Yep, they're going to take down... Oh, that's got to be annoying for Kola. That has got to be annoying. He's spending so much gold and so much wood on those Trebs and those Scorpions, and they're just not doing it for him. Oh, I didn't even see this. There's 16 Eagles over here and a castle being dropped. I don't think Kola saw this either. The Eagles are in. The Eagles are in. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. The Eagles are into the economy. When the Eagles get into your economy, you're so screwed. And he rings the bell. Oh, Kola. You rang the bell. You stymied your entire economy. So, while all this has been happening, Schwimmbutz has been booming in the background. He's got 112 vills to Kola's 80. But it was looking so good for Kola. Kola, you've got all these Cavaliers. Kola, go back and help save your base. Kola, what are you doing? Save your base. No, don't chart. Go back and save your vills. They're all dying. You've got a bunch of Eagle Warriors. You got 13 Eagle Warriors in your base, and they're killing all your eco. I hate this. I don't know if it's a bug or if people just don't notice when the Eagles go into your base. When the Eagles go into your base, you just lose. You don't even see them. They've just killed your entire economy by the time you see them. They're all the way upgraded. Yeah, they've got +4 attack, +4 armor. That TC fire doesn't even bug them from 20 vills or whatever. And now Kola's looking at a disadvantage. He's got Trebs hitting him. No more Trebs hitting him from there, but oh my god, the idle vills on Schwimmbutz. Schwimmbutz has 44 idle vills and Kola has 48, but Kola is literally fighting for his life in his base and has no economy right now. No food economy, especially. He's got wood. He's got... Jesus, how many... Kola has 11 on wood and 2 on food. He has no production. He has plenty of resources still. He can make pikemen or skirms or like trash mobs, and he is going into Schwimm's base. But I don't think it's going to do that much. Schwimm is just walling up. It's not going to do that much. He's going to hit right into... he's going to come in, and he's going to do a little bit of damage. For sure. But he's got Eagles in his base. He's got no production. We're seeing Kola getting pikemen finally. But, I mean... I don't know. This game is so close. They're both in each other's eco. They both have large numbers in each other's eco. This could honestly swing. Oh, the pikemen are here. Oh, the pikemen are gonna mop up. Oh, what are you doing, Schwimm? What are you doing? Patrol in. Yeah, I think this is... Oh my. Yeah, we're seeing the CC's going down. We're seeing all of these Cavalier are getting killed by the pikemen while they're taking out villagers, and we're seeing Kola call the GG. GG. Oh man. And I honestly thought Kola had it for the longest time, but I think he didn't produce units for a long time there. He allowed this to happen on his northern side. He was too focused right here. Remember back in the beginning, I said he needed to put up a castle over here to defend himself, not 5 castles in a row over here. He let Schwimmbutz take control of the map, and Schwimmbutz took control. You know, this was a last-ditch effort, but it didn't matter. They were already in his base. The Eagles were already in. He was already losing everything. As much as I hate to say it, you know. And on top of that, you know, we look at the Vil count. You know, 98 to 65. Even with that massive strike with the Cavaliers that killed a lot of villagers, he still had, you know, close to twice the number of Vils. And And that's where Kola lost his Vil production. Because he definitely didn't lose in military. Uh, let's see. Yeah, he won. He won the military battle, but he threw the eco. He threw the eco battle, and you know that this right here and this right here, that's what got him. Is 6,000 more gold, 12,000 more wood, 5,000 more food. That's what got him. He beat his opponent to every single age. Um, he had the same amount of resources. He had 30 less vills. Um, and he let his opponent, as Aztecs, get the relics. That's the other big one. You can't let the Aztecs get the relics. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm going to perhaps cast Crazy Foxman versus just a pleb. All right. Yeah, I'll be right back. Um, so yeah, that's it. That was casting 3 different series throughout the night. Again, if you like the content, feel free to follow here on Twitch or just you know check out the YouTube channel. There's links below. Um, Thanks everybody for coming out and watching. I really appreciate it. This has been, I think, my longest continuous cast at almost exactly 4 hours. So I'm going to end it with my intro, and then I'm going to go rest my throat for a little bit because I've been talking nearly continuously since 6 p.m. All right. Night, everyone.